welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is the earnings special edition, and our focus is on GRSE, that's Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers, the company which is a premier warship building company under the administrative control of Ministry of Defence. The company has reported stellar set of numbers when it comes to Q4 results, especially on the bottom line figure when we saw the profits more than doubling for the company, up over 102% at 112 crores. Revenues inched higher by 70%, 1,016 odd crore rupees. There was a strong operational performance as well. EBITDA up 343% at 90.6 crores. Even for the entire fiscal year, we've seen that GRSE has reported highest ever profits, and it jumped to about 357 odd crore rupees. Revenues inched up high by 41% at 3892 odd crore rupees. Now, to discuss with us where does the company really go from here, what contributed to the Q4 and FY24 earnings, and the outlook on the order book particularly, I'm now joined by the top management of the company. Now, Mr. PR Hari joins in, the Chairman and Managing Director of the company. Warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you so much for taking the time out, and congratulations to you for the stellar set of performance that you've done for Q4 and the entire fiscal year. Let's begin by understanding from you, for the wider audiences, a lot of who are your shareholders and investors and prospective investors too, as to what really led to this performance, and of course the bigger question will be that will this be a sustainable performance going forward?
Thank you, Sakshi, and a very good morning to you. As you stated, the financial year 24 has been an excellent year, perhaps the best in the history of the company, and both the top line and the bottom line have touched new peaks, with the revenue from operations growing up by 40% to 3,592 crores, and the profit after tax moving up to 357 crores, registering growth of 57%. Again, as you said, Q4 has been wonderful, with our profit moving up by 102 crores and nearly 70% growth in the revenue from operations as compared to the last year. You had asked what made last year click. See, we are sitting on a very healthy order book.
Yeah.
Our order book as of 31st March was 22,652 crores. We had a similar healthy order book during the last year, around 25,000 crores, and this order book with a very clear and sound build strategy, that is project execution strategy, is what has led us to achieve this good financial performance during the last year. Now, coming to the current order book, I had stated that the order book is around 22,652 crores. Now, this comprises majorly on 4 warship building orders for the Indian Navy. These projects include the prestigious P-17 Alpha project, for which we are executing the construction of 3 warships, with the first of these ships likely to be delivered during the mid of the next calendar year. Maybe between Feb to August 2025, we intend delivering this ship. And the last of these ships will be delivered during FY 26-27, that means mid of the calendar year 2026. The next project, the anti-submarine shallow watercraft project, this again is a very interesting project. Very small ships, but weapon and equipment intensive ships, around 6,300 crore order. We are currently at almost 60% of the order book, the order status. 8 of these ships, all the 8 ships, the production has started. 6 of these ships have already been launched. The first ship is currently at trial phase, and we intend handing over the first ship to the Navy in another couple of months. And this project will be completed by FY27. Coming to the next project, we are also executing a survey vessel large project, 4-ship project for the Navy. Around 3,500 crore is the total order value of this project. 1 ship has already been delivered during the last year. The second ship is currently at trials phase, and we expect to deliver the second ship sometime in another couple of months to the Indian Navy. And we intend completing this project by mid of the next calendar year. That means perhaps during the first quarter of FY26. The last of these projects, there is a 4th project, is the next generation ocean-going patrol vessel. This is a 4-ship project. We signed the contract for this project on 30th of March 2023. Production has already started. Construction of all 4 ships have commenced. And as per the build schedule, this project is very well on track, and as per the current build schedule, we'll be completing this project by FY28. In addition to this, we also have recently won an order around 840 crores from the Ministry of Earth Sciences for an oceanographic research vessel, a very interesting project. We expect this project to be completed in another 3 years. That is the build schedule for this particular project. In addition, we have been declared L1 for an export project for the government of Bangladesh for a warship, an ocean-going tug, around 180 crores, around that figure. Currently, the pre-contract negotiations are in progress. We expect the contract to be concluded in the next 3 to 4 months. We are happy to inform you that we also won an order for a commercial ship, that is a 1,000 meter cubed hopper dredger, again for the government of Bangladesh. There's an export order. The order value is around 140 crores. We have also been declared L1 for a project for the NPOL, Naval Physiological and Oceanographic Laboratory. This is a DRDO organization. The order value of this ship is a research vessel, expected to be around 500 crores. The pre-contract negotiations are in progress. This in a nutshell gives you a glimpse of what is the current order book and what is immediately on the anvil.
Absolutely,
now coming
sir.
to the
Please coming to
coming to the projects that are likely to come. Navy has come out with an RFP for 8 next generation corvettes. This is a project that we have been eagerly looking forward for the last 2 years to be clear. And we expect the contract for this to be signed sometime during the mid of the calendar year 2025. And this is a high value order. It's a 36,000 crores for which the AON has been accorded by the DAC. 8 ships split between 2 shipyards, with the L1 shipyard getting 5 ships. So the order value that is likely to come to the L1 shipyard is to the tune of plus 20,000 crores. It's an attractive project. And again, to place on record, we are the only Indian shipyard to have built and delivered both missile and anti-submarine corvettes to the Indian Navy. 9 ships have been delivered by us, and all of them are in active operation. So with that kind of experience and capability, we intend bidding aggressively for this particular project. We are confident of getting either 5 or 3 of these ships. In addition to that,
out of the 8 you said, right,
correct.
sir? Okay.
Correct. Now, another organization, the Geological Survey of India, have already come out with a tender. We have bid for that. Again, for 2 ships, coastal research vessels, the order value is likely to the tune of around 500 crores. Interesting project considering that it's a research vessel. Our focus, in addition to the orders that are likely to come from the Navy, I had just stated the next generation corvettes RFP is out. What is more likely to come out in the near future, that is next 1 to 2 years, is a 5-ship next generation survey vessel, then 21 water jet FACs, 120 fast interceptor craft, and 2 multi-purpose vessels, all from the Indian Navy. In the next 2 years is what I expect the RFP is likely to come out.
Okay.
In addition to the what I have stated so far is about the domestic warship building orders in hand and what is likely to come, and also few orders that are likely to come from the various other organizations in India, like the NPOL or the DRDO organizations. In addition, we are also focusing on commercial shipbuilding with specific impetus on exports. We are in dialogue with European clients, and again, as you are aware, now India is being looked at as a hub for commercial ship manufacturing. The market has opened up. So we are very confident of getting a couple of orders in commercial shipbuilding in the near future, export orders in the near future. I hope this gives you a glimpse of what we are today and what we aspire to be in the near future.
Absolutely, sir. That gives a very good clarification as to the orders that you're sitting on immediately, which are on the anvil, and in the large next 3-year plan, what could be the execution pipeline for some of them, and your intention for bidding and probably being that L1, in proposed orders that you're already talking about for as well. Now, since you're talking about the export orders, commercial, this is what brings me to the question of, from your overall revenue pie, what are the domestic contribution to revenue currently, what is the export currently, and where do you see it going forward from here, since you're talking about more and more opening up opportunities for you in terms of export and commercial as well?
Okay, before I get into that, I'll give you one overall picture. Now, let us take a ship of 1,000 tons, a warship, and a 1,000 ton, a commercial ship. Warships are weapon and equipment intensive. So the cost of a 1,000 ton warship could be 5 to 6 times more than the cost of a commercial ship. Again, I would like to reiterate, as I normally state during all my interactions, that we have been set up specifically as a warship building company.
Yes.
To meet the needs of the Indian government towards enhancing the defense capability of the nation. So a primary focus has been and will continue to be on domestic warship building, which is very attractive, by the way, considering that the order value for moderate to large size ships, warships, are very high. Currently, the domestic to export ratio within our order book is maybe 95 to 96% is domestic warship building, and 5% is commercial and export orders. What we intend is, considering that we have adequate capability and capacity to take more load, our internal target is to enhance the percentage of non-defense products from 5 to 10% in the next 2 to 3 years.
Okay. Okay. And so 5 to 10% would mean that, you would focus 90% on the defense range products and 10% you would focus on the commercial products. Okay. Understood.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What is the margin in either of those, sir? Could you help us understand? And what will that do to your margin picture going forward from here?
See, in warship building, the standard optimal margin, profit margins, I'm purely speaking about PAT margins, is likely to be to the range of 7.5 plus. We have been consistently maintaining over the last few quarters plus 8%. Considering our internal efficiency enhancement measures, our revenue expense cutting initiatives, productivity enhancement measures, all put together, we intend and we are very confident of maintaining similar margins in the coming years also. That is plus 8%.
Okay. And sir, since you highlighted about the export, which you are now looking at enhancing as well, right now you're talking about Bangladesh. Are you also getting interest from any other countries as well for such orders?
Yes, yes. We had made a breakthrough with the Caribbean nation about 2 years back. We have delivered an ocean-going passenger cum ferry to the government of Guyana. And the ship has completed 1 year of exploitation successfully. So we have made a breakthrough there, and we'll be pursuing for more leads from that area where huge potential exists. Why we have focusing on Bangladesh is we are from Bengal, we are from Kolkata. So perhaps the proximity factor gives us an added edge. Yes. And we have been successful. We have already completed a project for, by the way, we also have a business vertical of steel bridges. Portable steel bridges. They are called Bailey bridges. Okay. Where we are the Indian market leader. Of course, the market itself is moderate. And since I mentioned about Bangladesh, we already executed an export project under the defense line of credit for the government of Bangladesh, successfully completed. We have already won an order for a 1,000-meter cube dredger that I mentioned. We are L1 for a warship and ocean-going tug for the government of Bangladesh. So we are focusing on this area. But we are not limiting our area of interest only to Bangladesh. We have seen a lot of interest exhibited by European clients for commercial ships. And as I stated earlier, we are in the final stages of negotiation with one of the European clients for a couple of projects, which we expect to be concluded in the near future.
Okay. FY25, we can hope for that?
Before that, FY25, mid of FY25.
Okay, understood. Okay, understood, sir. So you had earlier also highlighted in your comments as well, it was one of the best years, in fact, in history for you, both in terms of top line and bottom line FY24. And you have earlier in your conversations also highlighted that FY25 could be again a landmark year in terms of the revenues as well. Could you give us what will you end the year with, an outlook on that front, sir?
See, currently we are sitting on an order book of 22,652 crores. As per what I stated earlier, and purely based on the build strategy, the current maturity level of the projects, we expect these projects to be completed, except the ocean-going, the new projects that we are getting. All the major projects we are confident of completing by FY27. So currently we are in FY 24-25, 24-25, 25-26, 27-28. In the next 3 years, we'll see a sharp rise in the revenue from operations. I had stated earlier that we would be maintaining a year-on-year growth of around 20%. This year, we have touched 40% growth over the previous year with respect to the revenue from operations. So keeping a very, I would not say too aggressive nor too moderate, around 25% growth is what we expect in the coming 2 years.
Okay, wonderful, sir. Thank you so much for speaking to us on Business Today Television, and I'm hoping that you have even stellar year going forward from here. All the very best for the upcoming quarters, and hoping to see you back on Business Today to share some more insights about how the company is really progressing on all the fronts that you've discussed today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sakshi. Good day.
All right, you too, sir. Thank you so much. With that, we wrap up this special conversation with GRSE. Stellar set of numbers for FY24 and for Q4, and the outlook looks promising. A detailed order book and the execution pipeline that the company has really talked about, and the hopes that are building on as far as the export uptick could be seen from the company going forward from here. Many thanks for being with us. I hope this gives you a good enough clarity as to what GRSE is doing going forward from here. But do stick around on Business Today Television throughout the day today. Again, we will be getting you market masters who will be explaining to you what next in the markets after the change that we are seeing in the government now coming in, a coalition government that could be in the offing as well, and what does that do to the markets, and where should you keep your focus on as the markets are recovering now. Daily Calls will be a special edition today with Sanjeev Bhasin at 12 noon, so stay tuned for that.